Coming up in this episode.
I think they wanted to test to see if I was a money-hungry Negro. And I said, nah, let's do it. And they never called me back because they wasn't going to let her answer my questions live because she wouldn't have any answers.
Damn. Let's go to Dr. Umar Johnson. Now, look, guys, Dr. Umar Johnson is a controversial figure, but also an inspiring, motivating figure as well. That's the dichotomy, of being Dr. Umar Johnson. He'll say one thing one day, you be like, man, this brother tripping. He'll say something the next day, you be like, man, that brother tripping, man. Because that's Dr. Umar Johnson. And you know what, man? That's just like all of us. We all have, things people agree with, things they don't agree with. Here goes Dr. Umar Johnson talking about Kamala Harris campaign and the future of Black America.
And then remember, I got invited to do the interview with her. They wanted to pay me $15K for Kamala Harris a couple months ago. So remember, some people were saying, well, did he make that up? I didn't make it up. They texted me and said we wanted to pay, and they was after me for a while. And I said, listen, it got to be live. They wanted an interview, but I wanted it live. You're not going to pre-record it and splice it because I know how y'all crackers move. So I said, live interview, straight to the people. I don't want your money. I ain't for sale. I think they wanted to test to see if I was a money-hungry Negro. And I said, nah, let's do it. And they never called me back because they wasn't going to let her answer my questions live because she wouldn't have any answers.
Damn. Now, I remember covering this, man. I do remember this. And I remember when he said it, and people were like, no, man, she ain't offering you nothing. Then Roland Martin and Dale Hughley and some other people, I forget, they came out the woodwork going after. And then Umar was like, look, man, I'll debate all y'all. I'll line up all you Uncle Toms and slap your Three Stooges style. Pap, 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 pap. He said, bring it on, DL. Bring it on, Steve. Bring it on, Ricky. All three of y'all can even grab Roland. I said, y'all can even grab Roland. I said, y'all can even grab Roland. Roland was too busy dunking and ass beating in Chicago. Security. That all happened about the same time. And what I'm telling you is, I believe that Dr. Umar is telling the truth. I don't believe he's lying. I think someone from the campaign reached out. People reach out to me to come on my show. It had been Kamala Harris, but other people reach out. People do that. Lately, the only people been asked to come on my show are scammers. It's trying to get trying to get me to come on their show. And you click a button, they're gonna try to take my channel. I know what y'all doing, man. See, it's a lot of scams be running. They be sending these phishing emails. And that's off the point. That has nothing to do with it. Speaking of fishing, so I don't think that Dr. Umar is fishing. I think what's happening is the Kamala Harris campaign, they were going to pay him. They did want to use him. And they realized that Dr. Umar is not going to play ball. And the $15,000 sound a little high, Dr. Umar, because from what I understand, the Kamala Harris campaign is not spending money with black media. Yeah. Hey, guys. Isn't that funny? We got black men roasting black men. We got black men and black women from the Democratic Party in shields roasting black men for not supporting Kamala because she's a black woman. But she's not. And she's not she's not paying black media through her campaign, which is spending multiple millions of dollars. They're not hiring black media. They're paying money to the white media, but not to black media. Because black media just hook us up, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what it is. Sort of like the way that Obama talked down to black men and said, well, you need to vote. You need to vote. Stop being stupid. Stop being misogynistic. You get out there and vote. He didn't say that to white people. The same thing with the media. With the media, when they want something covered, they pay the white media. They pay white media to cover them. They're not paying they're not running ads with black media. Anyway, so I think that the $15,000 was actually high for them because they don't respect black media. They just don't. That's why all those influencers that were paid for on TikTok, those are paid for by Biden. Yeah, that was Biden paying those people. Look now and see who's talking about Kamala. All right, let's keep going, guys. Dr. Umar goes further, and it's going to get spicy, y'all.
And I'm going to tell you this. This is what black people are not paying attention to. If Kamala Harris wins, we really going to catch hell. You know why? She going to make us pay for everybody who exposed the fact that she was never black. Do you feel me? She has a grudge and an axe to grind. Black people ain't getting shit if Kamala Harris get elected. You weren't going to get it anyway. Stay with me. Yeah. But it was a neutral neglect. You feel me? That would have been thank you. It would have been a benign neglect. Now it's a spiteful neglect. I'm going to get you ninjas back for exposing the fact that I was never black. Black people ain't going to get nothing. Now some of her AKA sisters, shout out to the AKA queens, some of her AKA sisters going to get a couple, puppet positions. She going to throw a couple black fraternity brothers a couple puppet positions, a little tokenism, but black people ain't getting nothing structural. The Democrats are clear. Their whole future is all about the immigrants to replace black folks.
Yeah, baby. Yeah. So look, I appreciate Dr. Umar's candid position on this. I appreciate him being very opinionated. And look, man, that's his opinion. I tend to think there's some credibility to it. I'm going to give credence to his opinion because let me tell you this, guys. I've been long saying, I've been very critical of D.L. Hughley, Ricky Smiley, Steve Harvey, and various other figures because I see them as being opportunistic. But I also had to, after a while, I also felt like maybe it was a form of self-preservation for these people. Yeah, there's a stick and there's a carrot. And I think for some people, it's a carrot. You dangle a carrot in front of them and they're like, hey, do this. If you want the carrot, come on. Right? But other people, you got to hit them with the stick. Get that or you going to get this stick. You better support me. Better support. I'm speaking. I believe that Dr. Umar's correct to a certain degree. The reason why the Democrats have been harsh on this thing about Trump's going to get everybody back. Trump's going to be on a vendetta. Trump's going to go be vengeful. Trump's going to be evil. He's going to go back. He's going to get everybody who spoke against him. Yeah, but people spoke against him in 2015. Did he go get you when he became president? I didn't hear about that. What I saw were people like Jemele Hill, April Ryan. They got promotions. They didn't lose their jobs. Like the black people that were critical of Trump, it was like they got promoted. Yeah, because see, they run the system. They were critical of Trump and it helped them even though Trump was in office. Follow me. Listen to what I'm saying here. Trump becomes president. But before becoming president, he was just a person campaigning. As he was campaigning, there were people that were throwing darts at him the entire time. Jemele Hill, April Ryan, Joy Reid, these people. Very critical of Trump. Very critical. Just go back to Twitter. There's old tweets of these people. There's video footage, all of it. Those people that were very critical of Trump, even when Trump became president, they got jobs. In fact, them being critical of Trump was sort of like their audition, I think. It was like their actor's reel. See what I can do? Well, we got an opening coming up. If you want to be a sellout for the Democratic Party and work on one of our cable news entities where you have no soul, but you make a lot of dough, send in your tape and maybe we'll pick you, Negro. So a lot of them sent their tapes in. Well, I got a tape of me dumping on Donald Trump. Send it in. Sounds great. We'll take a look at it and get back to you with some buttermilk biscuits. And they were sending their tapes in. Jemele sent her tape in. April Ryan sent her tape in. Sent her tape in, and they all got jobs. Trump was president. Did he go after them? Did their lives become harder? No, they upgraded. Tiffany Cross got fired by black people. She got fired by Democrats. She didn't get fired by Trump. Melissa Harris Perry, when did she get fired? Hold on a second. Did she get fired by Trump or did she get fired by the Democrats? The Democrats fired her. Where has she been, by the way? She used to follow me on Twitter. She gone bye-bye. Nah, man. The vindictive party is the Democratic Party. They have the infrastructure to be vindictive. I'm not saying that Trump would not be vindictive. I'm saying he doesn't really have the infrastructure to be vindictive. He don't control all the mechanisms to be vindictive, not like the Democratic Party. I just presented to you references. Jemele Hill's career took off. She got a podcast and didn't have shit to say. But she got a podcast anyway. April Ryan, I still don't know what April Ryan be doing. People keep talking like she's an amazing news person. I'm like, her claim to fame was Trump said something mean to her at a press conference that time. That happens every day with Ducey and Jean Pierre. And for some reason, nothing good happens for his age. So anyway, but that was her claim to fame. Whenever Trump said anything to anybody black, it was like, oh my God, he's disrespecting black women. Like, I don't know. Jean Pierre, Corinne, she slams Ducey every press conference, every day, 365 days a week, whatever. And nothing happens. No one goes, she's evil, she's Hitler, with a skirt and a tan. No one does that. They'd be like, he got what he deserved. He got a smart mouth. He got what he... Anyway. Now, I'm going to go ahead and go with Dr. Umar Johnson. Unlike some people, I'm not going to be here and nitpick about his past or different things we disagree on. We grown-ass men, we can disagree. But when I agree with you, I agree with you. And I agree with this. This is very agreeable. Thank you, Dr. Umar Johnson, for saying it the way it needs to be said. Man stuff. All right. Hit the like button, guys, if you got what I'm talking about. This makes sense to you. I think we're on the roll here. We're doing pretty good. We're making good time, too, Buck. All right, guys. Now, look, this is when you hit the like button. You let the algorithm know the Tim Black Show is fine. Take another drink. Could be anything you want. You know what I'm saying? Do what you do in the comfort of your own home. Very safe. Enjoy thyself. Relax. And we're going to go to the next segment, but hit the like button. And remember, guys, independent media is only independent because we fund it ourselves. If you're not funding it, how can it stay independent? You won't be up here sounding like April Ryan. Gaslighting. I'm going to start calling her gaslighting.